Davis, Keyshawn, this new guy, he's 140 pounds. He's not bad.
Yeah.
Keyshawn Davis. That's him right there, isn't it?
Ooh, and I thought he was.
Ooh, there you go right here.
Oh, yeah.
He's a young guy.
Nice combination.
He's quick.
Good. Yeah. Ooh.
It's a harder puncher.
And
Mike Tyson, Joe Rogan, Floyd Mayweather, Calvin Ford, and several other respected figures from the boxing world have already shared their early thoughts on the highly anticipated lightweight showdown between Gervonta Davis and Keyshawn Davis. As excitement continues to build, fans are eager to find out which fighter these experienced voices believe has the edge. This matchup has become much more than another headline fight. Former champions, analysts, trainers, and well-known personalities are all offering their own breakdowns of how they see the contest unfolding. Some believe Gervonta "Tank" Davis will once again prove why he's considered one of boxing's elite, while others think Keyshawn Davis has the talent to shock the boxing world and silence his critics. What makes these predictions especially interesting is the people making them. These are individuals with years of experience at the highest level of the sport, and each one is evaluating the fight from a different perspective. Mike Tyson focuses on a fighter's mindset, confidence, and ability to handle pressure. Floyd Mayweather continues to stand behind Tank and believes in his proven skills. Joe Rogan offers his own detailed analysis, often highlighting technical aspects that many fans overlook. Meanwhile, Calvin Ford, who has guided Tank throughout his career, remains completely confident that his fighter has everything needed to come out on top before deciding who you think wins this blockbuster matchup, or making any predictions of your own. It's worth hearing exactly what these respected boxing experts have to say. Their opinions provide valuable insight into one of the most anticipated fights on the horizon.
What was your thoughts on that type of performance as a rising star in boxing?
Where you at, Tank? Where you at? Where you at, Tank? That's what was my thoughts. I mean, the call out too after the performance. Come on, man. Look, man, Keyshawn showed. Look, this is what I've been waiting on from Keyshawn, man. Keyshawn has been kind of hot and cold. He finally put it together, man. He got his mental right. His team is right. His skill is on fire, on point, man. And he did it under these circumstances and this pressure. Behind this crowd, man, that dude is a star, bro. Seriously, man. All that weight on his back, bro, he put it down. He was even dealing with his brothers, man. His brothers, his sisters singing the national anthem. It was a family affair, bro.
He said his sister had a car crash, too, prior to today, too.
Fire, man. Newborn child as well, man, and he was able to manage all of this, man.
Let's take a closer look at what each of these well-known boxing figures had to say and why their predictions have generated so much attention. Every expert brings a unique viewpoint shaped by years of experience inside the sport, making their opinions worth considering before this highly anticipated showdown. From legendary champions to respected trainers and analysts, each breakdown offers a different perspective on how this exciting lightweight clash could unfold.
You know, you stole the show. You know, I know it's, you know, you're the main event. You're supposed to, but you delivered.
Right.
And you, after it, you said, you know, knock, knock, Tank.
Yeah.
I'm knocking on the door. You came over here, you said light skin. A lot of fight fans like when people call out and do things like that.
But only person that don't like it is him. He's kind of weird. But now he got no choice but to fight me. The fans want him to fight me. After what I just did tonight against a guy that's bigger than him, come on now, if I touch him, what's gonna happen? Talk about that. Everybody wanna talk about, oh, Keyshawn, what if he touch you? What if I touch him? Yeah, okay.
Now let's dive into the predictions because some of boxing's biggest names have offered some fascinating opinions on this matchup. The first voice is someone who has witnessed Gervonta "Tank" Davis's rise from the very beginning, Floyd "Money" Mayweather. Having worked closely with Tank for years and watched him develop into one of boxing's biggest stars, Floyd believes experience will be the deciding factor. According to Mayweather, Tank has already faced the biggest stages, dealt with intense pressure, and overcome elite-level competition. While he acknowledges that Keyshawn Davis is an extremely gifted fighter, Floyd believes this challenge is unlike anything Keyshawn has experienced so far. In his view, Tank's years of competing against world-class opponents give him an advantage that simply can't be learned overnight. For Floyd, that combination of experience and proven ability is enough to back Tank with confidence. Still, not everyone believes the outcome is that straightforward. Whenever the conversation shifts to mental strength and toughness, Mike Tyson's opinion always carries weight. Rather than focusing only on punching power or technical skills, Tyson looked at the psychological battle that often decides championship fights. Tyson admits that Tank possesses fight-changing power, but he also points out that raw power alone doesn't guarantee victory. He believes Keyshawn brings tremendous determination and resilience into the ring, qualities that can become just as important when a fight enters the toughest moments. For Tyson, the biggest question isn't whether Keyshawn has talent, but whether he can remain composed once Tank begins applying serious pressure. Instead of naming a definite winner, Tyson gives credit to both fighters. He believes the contest will ultimately be decided by who can stay mentally stronger and continue pushing forward when the fight becomes a true test of character. It's that perspective that reminds fans this matchup could be much closer than many people expect.
He was over by 6.4 pounds at the weigh-in. He was that's a left counter. Davis, and down goes Lemmers.
Next up is Joe Rogan. While he isn't a professional boxing trainer, his knowledge of combat sports has earned him respect from fans around the world. His breakdown focuses on one key element: the dramatic contrast in fighting styles. Rogan believes that's exactly what makes this matchup so compelling. He describes Gervonta Davis as one of the sport's most dangerous punchers, capable of ending a fight with a single clean shot. On the other side, he sees Keyshawn Davis as a disciplined and technically polished boxer who relies on precision, timing, and smart decision-making. That in Rogan's view, Keyshawn's path to victory depends on maintaining his game plan from start to finish. If he can stay composed, control the distance, and avoid Tank's explosive power, he believes the challenger has a legitimate opportunity to pull off the upset. Rogan sees the contest as a battle between explosive knockout power and refined boxing technique, making it one of the most intriguing style matchups in recent memory. Even with that assessment, one major question remains: can anyone successfully stay away from Tank's fight-ending punches for all 12 rounds? Speaking of Keyshawn, one of his strongest supporters is fellow world champion Shakur Stevenson. Having spent countless hours training alongside him, Stevenson has complete confidence in what his teammate can accomplish inside the ring. According to Shakur, many fans are overlooking Keyshawn simply because Gervonta has already become one of boxing's biggest stars. But from everything he's witnessed in training, Stevenson believes Keyshawn possesses the skill, patience, and mental discipline needed to compete with and potentially defeat Tank. He views this fight as the perfect opportunity for Keyshawn to prove himself on the biggest stage and show the boxing world exactly what he's capable of.
Man, we just knock that man ass out, man. Stop playing with me, man.
Turn that key back on, man. Hey, real talk, you having a good time though? Alright, lock.
Hey, this is my city, man. I try to tell y'all that
Shakur Stevenson isn't simply saying Keyshawn Davis can win. He believes it would become the defining victory of his career. That's a bold prediction, especially coming from someone who doesn't hand out praise without reason. So the big question is, does Shakur genuinely see something everyone else is missing? Or is he standing firmly behind a close friend? Let's dive deeper. Next up is Teddy Atlas, a man known for giving honest opinions without sugarcoating anything. His perspective focuses on one key factor: timing. In Teddy's view, this matchup has arrived a little earlier than it should for Keyshawn. He believes Gervonta "Tank" Davis is currently operating at the highest level of his career. Tank has already been tested against elite opponents and has repeatedly shown he can stay composed when the pressure is at its highest. According to Teddy, Keyshawn has tremendous ability, but he's still developing as a fighter. He suggests that if this matchup took place another year or two down the road, the outcome might be much more competitive. At this stage, however, he feels Tank's experience gives him the edge, that it's a straightforward assessment, and it's difficult to ignore the importance of timing in boxing. Every great fighter reaches the right opportunity at the right moment. So is Keyshawn stepping into this challenge before he's fully ready? Or is he catching Tank at exactly the perfect time? That's one of the biggest reasons this potential showdown has everyone talking. That, of course, there was no chance Tank's longtime trainer, Calvin Ford, was going to stay silent. Having guided Tank throughout his entire journey, Ford has complete confidence in his fighter, but he acknowledged that Keyshawn is a talented young boxer. But he also made it clear that this is a completely different level of competition. In his eyes, Tank has already survived difficult battles against world-class opponents and has proven he can solve any style placed in front of him. Ford believes Keyshawn is stepping into a challenge he hasn't fully experienced yet. His confidence comes from years of watching Tank perform against the best, so his opinion carries plenty of weight. Still, it raises another important question. Is Calvin accurately recognizing Tank's advantages? Or is he overlooking just how quickly Keyshawn has evolved as a contender?
Dude, I'm not chasing you. I'm not chasing you. Tiafimo is running from me. I'm not chasing you, Tiafimo. Who else? I'm not trying to...
What makes this potential showdown even more exciting is how perfectly these two lightweight stars match up stylistically. Their strengths are completely different, setting the stage for a fight that could deliver action from start to finish. Gervonta "Tank" Davis has built his reputation on explosive punching power and an incredible knockout record. He's the type of fighter who can change everything with a single punch. Once he gets inside, his crushing hooks and perfectly timed uppercuts make him one of the most dangerous finishers in boxing. Standing opposite him is Keyshawn Davis, a rising talent whose game is built around speed, accuracy, and elite technical ability developed through his Olympic experience. Rather than relying on raw power, Keyshawn prefers to control the pace with smart tactics, smooth footwork, and precise combinations, breaking opponents down with a calculated and disciplined style.
Tank said he's now the new face of boxing. What do you think?
For sure, he's the face of boxing. I don't have no problem with saying that. You know what I'm saying? Like, he deserves everything that's coming to him. He's the face of boxing for sure.
And he's that guy. You talked about how good Shakur is. Do you think people sleep on Tank's skills? They just see him as a knockout artist?
Who sleep on Tank's skills? Nah, don't nobody sleep on Tank. Like,
well, I just go because so many people just think he's a knockout artist, but I think they underestimate his boxing IQ.
And back in 2021 in August, I sparred Tank, and he's skilled. Like, he's skillful. Like you can watch me fight. You know, I'm skilled. When I got in the ring with him, he's skillfully great. He's great. Like, Tank is all the way around a great fighter for sure. He's for sure like Shakur the man. Tank the man too. Tank the man to beat right now because he got the popularity and the skill. You know what I'm saying? Shakur the man right now, but he's just not as popular.
Now picture these two completely different styles meeting inside the ring. Tank's objective would likely be to drag the fight into close-range exchanges where he does his best work. He thrives under pressure, constantly moving forward and forcing opponents into uncomfortable situations. His ability to cut off the ring and trap defensive boxers is one of his greatest strengths. Keyshawn, however, has the tools to make that game plan much more difficult. His quick footwork allows him to stay mobile. His jab helps control the distance, and his ability to attack from different angles makes him a difficult target to pin down. Instead of standing in front of Tank and trading shots, Keyshawn would look to stay disciplined, use his speed and reach effectively, and keep Tank thinking every step of the way while fighting from the outside.
Is Keyshawn ready based on this performance to take on Tank Davis, and how does that fight play out?
Yes, I feel like Keyshawn is ready to take on a guy like Tank. I think that Keyshawn is one of the most skillful fighters in the sport of boxing. I always told Keyshawn since a young kid he can fight. I just don't like the simple fact that he's running on media and not keeping a buck, saying that he was beating me up and Shakur had to like rile me up to spar him. This make no sense. Shakur is a better boxer than Keyshawn. And if I'm in there doing millions of rounds with Shakur, what makes you think that Shakur has to hype me up to spar Keyshawn? But it is what it is. He got to hype himself up. He got to build himself. I don't really try to pay too much mind to that. But like I said, Keyshawn is a great fighter. I always thought Keyshawn was a great fighter.
The biggest question is simple. Which fighter can force the bout to be fought on his terms? If Tank connects with one of his trademark power shots, the contest could end in an instant. But if Keyshawn can stay away from those dangerous punches and extend the fight into the championship rounds, he has the conditioning, discipline, and ring intelligence to gradually take control. This matchup brings together explosive power against technical precision, proven experience against rising ambition, and relentless aggression against calculated boxing. Both men are highly motivated, both have plenty to prove, and each possesses strengths that could neutralize the other's game plan. But boxing has always been about more than what happens when the bell rings. The sport is fueled by rivalries, personal storylines, and the moments that divide fans into opposing camps. That's exactly what has developed between Gervonta "Tank" Davis and Keyshawn Davis. Their rivalry didn't appear overnight. Tension has been building for quite some time, and it's now approaching the point where it could set up one of the most anticipated matchups in today's boxing landscape. Keyshawn Davis has quickly established himself as one of the lightweight division's fastest rising contenders. Still unbeaten, he has earned attention with his speed, skill, and unwavering self-belief. He's never hesitated to challenge the biggest names in the sport, and Tank has consistently been at the top of that list, whether in interviews or through social media. Keyshawn has repeatedly made it clear that he wants this fight. He's confidently stated that he believes he can knock Tank out, and has argued that his superior technical boxing ability would allow him to outperform the former champion inside the ring.
World title, but also we gonna come back to Norfolk, man, so y'all don't forget about me. Y'all keep supporting DB3, but a world title definitely gonna be next 2025. We got big plans for everybody in the boxing world. Hey, Gervonta, knock knock.
You've been on that all week. Listen,
I would prefer Tank Davis, the top guy. I would go for the top guy. If I could choose, I would choose Tank Davis. I would not Tank short out. Tank is a great fighter. Hats off to Tank. I'm not even about to just do all that. Like, Tank is a great fighter. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody knows that. He got the power, he got the skill and ability. He's patient. You know what I'm saying? But I know who I am. That little short can't touch me. And I'm coming with that same shit he coming with. And you know that. His coach Kenny, you know, got a lot to say. You know what I'm saying? So go fight the from Cuba. No, nigga, I'm gonna fight Tank. Stop mentioning other people when I mention your fighter. What you talking about, boy? Like, don't play with me, bro. Y'all know how I'm coming. Tank, if you wanna fight, send me a contract, bro. Tank, you know.
But there's another layer to this story. Tank has never been the kind of fighter to ignore public challenges or personal remarks. Throughout his career, he's responded to critics by letting his performances do the talking, while also showing that he doesn't back down when situations become heated outside the ring. When disagreements become personal, Tank is known for taking them seriously. That's exactly how the rivalry reportedly evolved. Speculation began to spread that Gervonta had information involving Keyshawn's family, and what started as subtle exchanges soon became much more direct. Before long, the conversation had moved beyond boxing itself. Keyshawn answered back, and reports claimed that he made disrespectful comments about members of Tank's family, including his mother and brother. At that point, the tension reached another level. What had begun as a verbal war no longer stayed limited to words, as the rivalry reportedly escalated into a physical confrontation.
You know what happened to me? Getting smacked by Suge Smith. Everybody fucking knows. Yes, I got smacked in the fucking Oscars by this motherfucker. And people like, did it hurt? It still hurts. But I'm not a victim, baby. You will never see me on Oprah or Gayle crying. Never gonna happen. I couldn't believe it. And I love Men in Black. No. I love Will Smith. I have rooted for Will Smith my whole life. I root for this motherfucker, okay? And a lot of people go, Chris, how come you didn't do nothing back? How come you didn't do nothing back that night? Because I got parents. That's why. Because I was raised. Okay? And you know what my parents taught me? Don't fight in front of white people.
According to reports, the two eventually confronted each other during a private event, where the situation quickly turned physical. Tank, whose fast hands are just as well known outside the ring as they are inside it, was said to have thrown the opening punch. Security moved in to separate them, but by then the altercation had already become one of the biggest talking points in the boxing world. News of the incident spread rapidly, sparking intense debate among fans. Some applauded Keyshawn for refusing to back down against one of the sport's biggest stars, while others stood firmly behind Tank, believing the established champion was simply responding after feeling that his family had been disrespected.
He gets an opportunity. I mean, Tank has been tweeting about him today.
What did Tank say? I mean, you want me to verbatim? I mean, I can give the clean version.
Let me know,
so
because I don't be on Twitter, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, all right, so this is pretty much stop eating, do that, this little N fighting on Friday night. He's not even worth mentioning. And Buddy's a B, code B, tell him to do something.
I ain't gonna lie. Tank gonna say what he gonna say. You know what I'm saying? It's just trash talk for real, for real. Tank know what's up with Keyshawn. They done sparred, you know what I'm saying? They done sparred plenty of times. So it's like, I don't really know, but I'm gonna just leave that as that, you know what I'm saying? But Keyshawn gonna go ahead and punish this guy on Friday, you know what I'm saying? Then whatever Tank come across, we gonna punish him too, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be the same shit.
Everything about this rivalry has the ingredients of a memorable showdown. Beyond the boxing styles, there's genuine personal tension, adding even more intrigue to a fight that fans desperately want to see. Keyshawn's confidence reached another level following his dominant second-round knockout victory over Gustavo Lemos. Despite giving away size, he controlled the fight from the opening bell before finishing the job in impressive fashion. Once the fight was over, he wasted no time sending a message to Tank, making it clear that he wanted the matchup next. His challenge left no doubt. He believes he's ready to compete at the highest level and isn't intimidated by one of boxing's most dangerous punchers. Tank, though, has spent years proving he can handle moments exactly like this. He has consistently delivered on the biggest stages and understands how to silence outspoken opponents when the spotlight is brightest. At the same time, Keyshawn presents a different kind of challenge. He's a young contender with growing momentum, plenty of confidence, and very little to lose. Fighters in that position are often among the toughest opponents because they enter the ring without fear. The possibility of this matchup has already generated major discussion throughout the boxing world. Even Terrence Crawford, widely regarded as one of the sport's pound-for-pound elite, has voiced his confidence in Keyshawn, saying he has the ability to compete with anyone, including Gervonta Tank Davis. Support like that from a respected champion only adds even more excitement to a fight that fans are eager to see.
Hey, buddy Shakur, just one question. How did Keyshawn look, man?
Like a superstar. He's ready for whoever comes next, man. That boy ready. He been ready, actually. You know what I mean? It's just given the opportunity, that's all it is.
You got two little brothers that is closing on Tank. You know, one of them gonna get him.
One of them gonna get him.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a great night of boxing when they do.
Awesome.
The stakes couldn't be much higher for either fighter. For Gervonta Tank Davis, a victory would strengthen his legacy and reinforce his position as one of the division's dominant forces, while proving that an ambitious young contender isn't ready to take his place. For Keyshawn Davis, the opportunity is just as significant. Defeating a star like Tank would completely change the trajectory of his career, instantly establishing him as one of the leading names in the lightweight division and signaling the arrival of boxing's next generation. This matchup would represent far more than another championship-caliber fight. It's fueled by pride, respect, and a rivalry that has steadily intensified over time. Those personal emotions only raise the anticipation surrounding a potential showdown. Fans continue to debate how the fight would unfold and which fighter would have his hand raised when it's over. But there's one point almost everyone agrees on. If Gervonta Tank Davis and Keyshawn Davis finally share the ring, it has all the ingredients to become one of the most memorable boxing events in recent years.
I don't play. Like, it ain't, I don't do all that talking and then just do it to do it. You know what I mean? Like, all the shit he was saying about me, it was like, I had never seen him a day in my life. Yeah. You know, never been around him, never nothing. So like when I seen him, like, I see him across from me, like, and he been talking all this shit. So I would expect him to say something to me. You know what I mean? So I'm doing the interview, and I'm looking over there. I'm waiting for them to come where I'm at. Yeah. You know, so I'm looking, and he finna get up out of there. So I'm like, nah, I gotta go press, bro. I gotta holler at him real quick, just to let him know, like, bro, I'm not one of the ones who just doing all that fat mouthing, bro. Like, I'ma press up on if it's a nigga talking or something, I'm pressing it. Me, bro, I'm like, I'm a solid dude. I just ain't one of the ones who finna just act a certain way just because this fight is finna happen. Like, nah, like, when you bring it out, it's gonna just naturally come out. I can't pump fake.
So now, it's your turn to weigh in. Who do you think comes out on top if this blockbuster fight becomes a reality? Will Gervonta "Tank" Davis rely on his proven experience and devastating punching power to defend his place at the top? Or can Keyshawn Davis use his confidence, speed, and technical skill to pull off a career-defining upset? Share your prediction in the comments below. We'd love to hear who you're backing and why. And don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss the latest boxing news, fight updates, and exclusive coverage as this heated rivalry continues to unfold.